evening, everybody. I'm Struggle. Welcome to my stream. I didn't hop on and race with everybody yesterday because I had stayed up with Matt, racing through the morning and up the night before, setting up my buttons, mapping my buttons on the new V3. It's here, and that's been amazing. This wheel is amazing. It's so much better. I'm a little sore. I'm tired, and I can't sleep. I've been up since roughly 2 a.m. And I was out here testing out Gran Turismo 7. They updated the Fanatic DD Pro wheelbase finally to give it full force about a month ago or so, and now GT7 has updated it. Other than that, the only one that actually fully supports it is Project Motor Racing. So I want to hop over here. There are a lot of changes in Gran Turismo. With the physics, with the tire models, I really noticed it when doing this race. When I hit the rain, you could really feel the tires load though with the full force. It's a new feel, so don't expect my normal stellar runs, especially on the green hell today. We're going to do the Touring 800. The plan is to just pit once at the second lap. It's what I normally do. I'm going to see if I can run my normal gig. I did my normal money grind here at Spa in the GT500 Acura, and it went really good. I will admit, driving on the intermediates, while there was 3/4 bar of rain on the track, the AI stayed out on hards, and they were just flying on the straights. I could barely catch them, and then they come to this like crawl through the turns. I just don't understand how they're able to hold and do that with that much more on the track. So I've got to learn what the AI is doing now, and learn what I could do now and get away with. So be it that I test here, it was different, still really well. Just not the normal sand you're used to from Gran Turismo. So as I go into the green hell and it's got 73 turns, you can expect that there may be some differences in the physics through the turns and through that track that I don't know yet. I might try to set it into, and you just might see me in the wall a little bit. But that's my favorite track. That's where I go. That's the track that I go to kind of plug in, do my thing. It reminds me of mountain roads in Northern California, and it takes me home. You know, I'm far away and can't go back. There's no mountain roads here, and I'm at an age where I don't feel like speeding through the mountains. It's just smart to do. Here on my sim, nothing beats it. You know, my channel's not really, it's not new, but I'm sure it's new to anybody watching. I've had the ability to stream for a few years. I didn't have a camera, so I didn't stream too often because I didn't see myself grabbing any traction without it. I'm not the fastest driver. I'm in my first year sim racing. I started on a G29 earlier in the year, last year. Strapped to a desk that was strapped to the corner of the wall, and it wasn't doing too well. And the pedals are sliding, so it went and got a wheel stand, and then I had a monitor mount on my desk where I was able to put the wheel stand next to it and move the monitor back and forth. And I realized I hit a point with the G29 where I just wasn't able to control the car in areas I know I should. What the wheel was doing wasn't making sense, and there were a lot of frustrations there in that area. It's like driving blind at a certain point because it doesn't have the proper power to show you the detail. So I was blessed and ended up getting a Fanatic DD Pro. Got the 8nm boost kit, and yeah, I put it on, and within 1 week my monitor mount broke. So I was sitting in front of my TV on my wheel stand, and I had to take my TV down on something and struck some wood and put it on a shoe rack that sits over here, just to be able to drive properly. Here recently we got a monitor mount. We got that set up, and I put the 50-inch on it. it gives me the ability to run a true life aspect ratio. It really immerses me and gives me a balance going to the turns I like. I might test out the curve again, the 32, but it causes me problems when I try to read after doing long sessions on it where I see double in writing. So I'm going to stay on this for a while. Yeah, but you know, I want to share my struggle here on YouTube. I'm an IRL mechanic. I worked on cars for years. Built hot rods, exotic cars, and I did it with my brother Danny, Masterminds Danny, for a long time before they are where they are. And I was part of their journey. I wouldn't say I was part of got them where they are, because that's Danny, bro. He's done that. He's put that work in. There are a lot of us that just could not keep up with them, and he's doing his thing. He's doing his thing, and I'm so happy and proud for him. And I miss being in the old cars. I'm sober, years sober, and I wasn't able to be present to be around my family because of the shame I had in my addiction and alcoholism. And I just fell into shame, feel more shame, disconnect from my family even more. That made me feel even more shame, so I'd use some more, but I'm more ashamed, and I disconnect from my family farther. It became a huge gap. And I decided to make changes in my life, and positive ones, and getting healthy, getting clean, staying sober. You know, I'm here at the house. I homeschool my children, and I do what I got to do around here. And, I'm working on getting disability, and this is what I do in between time to deal with anxiety. And I've used it as a tool and an asset and an outlet in my recovery, dude. And gaming is where I go to work it out. It's where I go to find my happiness. It's where I go to find the joy. It's also where I go to work out character defects. You know, say I hit the track, going out, and I want the best of days. You're really going to see me working through aggravations. That selfishness everybody has. I want this to go my way. I need to get my things done. And then you get sent off the track. And you just can't quit. You know, you have to see it through. You have to work through it. You can't let it get to you. You can't retaliate. Sportsmanship. So, and it really helps me work on those parts of me that I need to fix here in the track. And that being said, here we are. I'm Struggle. This is my YouTube channel. If you're still here with me, please like, please follow, please subscribe. I know I can drive the heck out of a car. And anybody that knows me knows that. And anybody that races with me knows that. My track IQ, it needs some work. And so does my race IQ. I've only been racing with other people in multiplayer for the last month in Matt Selling's Community Racing. If you don't know what that is, please look it up. I encourage you, if you're out there and you've been too intimidated to go out and race with people because you don't want to be dive bombed at every freaking turn, check him out. He runs a league that I race in, not a league, but a community, and it's free of charge. You're able to come in, race with us. It's just simple rules. Be respectful, be courteous. You hit somebody, give position back, no retaliation, you know, and drive fast, have fun, race hard. And it's working. Most of them are over in the UK, so the hours are kind of in the middle of the day when they race for me here in America. So Central Standard Time, that's 2 p.m. And if you're in the UK, that's 8 p.m. But Matt's a gentleman on the track, dude, and he is quick, and it's encouraged me to get out and start racing with other people. And so here I am, finally working through those issues I got to work through, learning those track knowledge. And if you're somebody that is looking for somebody that is in the same spot, trying to figure out, I'm not to my tunes, I can tune, but so many changes are happening with the games we play today, like Rensport, Project Motor Racing, and just now, physics changes to GT7. I seem to constantly be juggling and switching wheelbase settings and my setups to get a hang of things. So we're on the ground taking off here. My biggest focus is to learn to race door to door, to send it around the outside pass every time I get an opportunity safely and consistently, to learn my lines, to be able to work as a team with other drivers on the track, drive, have fun, not let my temper get to me, and to develop my tool bag that is going to be sim racing. I'm going to be around doing this for a while. I'm into this shit, man. I love it. I love it, and I encourage you, if you're a motorhead, to get into it. It does translate. Some of these games can hit that mark. Some of the races do hit those points, that fever pitch, and it really brings it together, especially when you have people and community to do it with. And that's what I'm here for. Community, positivity, frustration. I'm gonna whine, I'm gonna moan, and I'm gonna bitch. I'm human, but I'm gonna work on that in me. I'm not perfect, but I'm good. I'm all right. I'm gonna be all right here. We're gonna have some fun. I just wanted to stop and give a video explaining who I am. I've never done it. I've never done anything like this. So here I am, sitting in front of my screen, my new V3, and you guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you so much. And Matt, you rock. Adam, bump bump. Adam's my buddy out in Cali, real life homie. I love him. We get on Gran Turismo, and we're gonna run it in here. And every once in a while, he's good. He's my specialty, Zoe, man. He's all right. He's all right. He's got a little brain damage, but we like to get out here and send it and have fun and party on the track like we used to in real life. We used to crack beers, but instead now we get out here and race, which is good. Anyhow, I'm going to get started. I'm going to get this moving. I just wanted to tell everybody a little bit about myself. And this is my race from earlier today, just a minute ago. All right, so let's go to the ring and let's grab the Porsche and let's see what's going to develop there. I don't know what to expect out of the physics because this NXX is not going to compare to the 922. So I'm sure I don't have to say that to you. Let's go to the green hell. Here we go. My favorite place. Oh my God. And if you're having problems figuring out lines on this track, I would highly recommend that you go to Misha Corden on YouTube and check out his videos. You can see him in similar cars, hitting the lines, not just on the track because he does race for Fanatic, but on his channel you'll get to see him in different vehicles and different speeds on this track. And maybe you're not trying to race this track in a GT3 car. Maybe you want to get a GTI Golf and go out here and smash it in GT7, which is one of my favorite things to do. I don't have a stick shifter for this yet. I did on my G29, and I used to love blipping and dancing on the pedals, bro. Oh my God. Maybe one day I'll get there, but that's far off. But watch Misha. You'll be able to, or watch other tracks on those cars on YouTube doing their lines. It's really easy. Mercedes puts them up. Ferrari puts them up. Porsche puts them up. But Misha, he's here on the Green Hell, and he is the master right now. Sadie Smith, she's not with us anymore, but we got Misha now. And he is a heck of a good guy and does it out here. All right. So my lap times before, I could do alien times on Gran Turismo 7 on the Nordschleife. In any video game, I'm pretty well in the Nordschleife. High-end league times in sim console games. I'm not the fastest in the group by far. I've got a lot of learning to do and track IQ to build. And right now, I'm just trying to learn to race with the people. Sometimes I might be in the front. I'm struggling with consistency and my tire wear. A lot of the time when I'm on the track, I just have to pull off the road and sit in the pits because I can't keep the car on the track, and I don't want to become a hazard. And none of those times I'm at the front doing it. So you could expect anything from novice, not so much novice, but intermediate times to pro times on the tracks. But the consistency is what I need to work on. I've been doing tunes on my cars, my own tunes. I don't use AI. in Assetto. And as soon as Project Motor Racing is stable with what they're doing, I will start doing tunes there. I found consistency with my times I'm pulling in my cars compared to what guys are getting using the internet, Reddit, and AI or ChatGPT to get their tunes. Like I said, I worked in cars for a long time. I have a great knowledge of how they work. However, I'm not an engineer and I'm not physically applying it to the vehicle. I don't get to put my hands on it and tune it or adjust it or hook up to the OBD2, do what I have to do. It's all here. So this is part of the gap that I'll be bridging here with you in the community. Yeah, please, if you have help, you have suggestions, drop it in the chat. If you hit me up in the chat, I will definitely respond here. It shows up on my screen. If not, I'll respond when the stream ends. Again, I'm racing and I can't always focus on what's going on and keeping the stream going. Sometimes I just need to shut up and drive. And this is one of those times. All right, I have a pretty vast garage here in Gran Turismo. I have a pretty wide selection of cars I could do, but I really haven't played this much since I've been playing with Matt Sellers Community Racing. I've been look at that baby. I've been racing everything but this, and you'll see me race a lot of different games. I'm still getting my bearings. It's not like I have a home game, a home car, something I prefer the most. I do have things I prefer, but again, with all the changes, it's really hard to figure out what you like because the second you like it, it's updated, and you know the struggle is real. Why do I feel like my cars are rearranged here? I'm looking up here, and I know the Porsche used to be up there around my Mercedes. Did they nerf and buff things again? Do we need to see what's what? No, I'm not concerned about metas. I'm just a guy out here trying to drive and experience cars on the track. We're gonna use the Porsche. New wheel. The joystick is touchy. Let's go back down. The funky switch is funky. That's what they call it. Where did the Porsche go now? Oh, right there. Car settings. Let's check those real quick. Oh. All right, I'm on hards. That's what I want. And I want the Nürburgring. Oh, I have a little bit of dry mouth. I'm going to throw mint in my mouth and hit the track. I do love feeling the full force in this. I just wish I could adjust it in game. We have it, and when we'll see if I can see the setting when I get on track here. I don't see it. I have it. It's turned on in my wheelbase settings. I'm also still using my old wheelbase settings that I had for before the update. I heard that they updated the auto settings on this, and I felt out the auto. It felt pretty good. But I'm going to stay on the other setup I have that is kind of set up for the 8 Newton meter in GT3 racing. That you need 7 Newton meters to simulate GT3 racing, and I have the 8 Newton meter. It does that, so I try to keep it in that range. With the Fanatic, you don't want to have clippings, so you have to keep your FFD at 5 and your sensitivity at 1. Otherwise, you'll get this wobble and oscillation. I'm sure you've all felt it. It's all there. Something about the update and the full force being on it, I don't feel it as much. Like I was driving that Acura around Spa, and pardon me for the mint in my mouth. It was staying pretty good. It only gave me a little wobble. All right. Oops, knocking stuff over here. I've been sitting for a minute. I'm gonna get some blood in my feet. Hit the track. driving the cockpit view for immersion. I am faster when I use the other screen, but 50-feet screen really does well with making me feel like I'm in the car. The AI seems to have gotten dumber. I don't know why it just ran into me. Never has been that great. Yeah, the wheel feels good. You can really feel the tires loading up. Right there, the pressure coming off. The oscillation's not too bad. And I was just in 6th gear. I know I need this view. Dude, make a hole. They could just go sit over there. Sorry, I just have to get past these guys. I feel like the tires need to warm up. This is a little weird to get used to. I'm usually a lot faster through here. I just feel more connected to the car in the in-cab view lately. I usually can hit this in 5th. This is what's weird. I'm not going outside. He is. Alright, tires feel warm. jump there. Should be a nice little jump here. Fine, fine. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Come on, man. Look how defensive the guys are. They're just like, you're not getting past me. Yeah, I mean, I don't get why I'm not turning. I got two to the back right now that... Come on. It's just... Okay, now. It's just not turning. It just, no. What is going on? How are we supposed to drive this game? How are we supposed to play this game, man? Come on. Are you serious right now? They're serious. I mean, what is going on with my car? The first lap, this engine screamed. Now, all of a sudden, I noticed this when I raced the 700 race a minute ago, that it seemed to nerf the car mid-race. GT7, if you're going to put oil temps in here, the least you could do is put it on my UI on my steering wheel if you're not going to show me it in game. I mean, you're going to have all these factors going in here. Yeah, it's just bogged down. It's not showing any damage. I hear the Porsche is very balanced. I feel like I should just put the brake balance 50-50 really quick. The wheel is just very numb. You hear the motor, it just has no will to do anything. Alright, I'll get over it. That view is beautiful. I don't see myself catching first this race. I never lose here. I've done this thousands of times. literally. I gotta admit, I have frustration behind it, because why did you mess with this GT7? You had a good game. Everybody decided, well, it's a free update, you should be happy you got it. No, I personally feel like you made your game worthless. This isn't fun. This car doesn't want to go anywhere. It's like a sloth. This car is just, it's lost it. Look, I mean, look. And the Porsche feedback. The car is not even reacting. Look at all that wheel play. I just don't get why they do this to their games. They keep butchering them. Try more balanced. First you don't succeed, try again. They make the Porsche seem like it's slow and can't respond to your steering. Even when out of the gas. Go back and watch one of my other videos on the Green Hell. You see what I'm talking about. Play Gran Turismo, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You're probably experiencing what I am. Still a beautiful drive around the Nürburgring. Again, you know, I'm still running on my wheelbase settings before the update. I don't have it on their auto right now. See that oscillation? It seems a little more natural. You know, it's not the crazy when you get it. Yeah, it's still a crazy oscillation. Mediums. Next lap out. I ran softs, they broke down really quick. I'm not too sure how the medium's going to do. Usually I run hards, run mediums, and usually I'm caught up to first place by this time. So I'm definitely running a lot slower than normal. And here, we're going to take on more gas so I can bump up the power. Hopefully I can hold the power on the track. We'll see how we do in these cold mediums. Change the shift points a bit too. Just nerfing them once wasn't enough. Can't believe I'm having a turn here like this. Any other sim, that's a third gear turn, second, third gear turn. Oh wait, this isn't a sim. Guess they're happier with us. Gonna simulate going to the grocery store. I have no choice but to try to send it. I'm probably just gonna wreck. 5-second lead, but I just saw his tail. Get a podium out of this, that'd be good, please. I think their spacing in between gearing is a little off. I should have been able to hit first here. It made me wait a little bit longer. Come on. Yeah, see, normally I hit that in fifth, like so, okay. This made no sense. This made no sense. I don't know, this doesn't... I'm always whining. This doesn't feel as good as it used to. This is not as enjoyable. And it's not really setting a great amount of detail through the wheel like I feel in other sim titles. I guess I'll have to get used to it. It'll take a minute. No. Gen X doesn't like change, you know? Not her thing. When I was a kid, they made a game right the first time. We're in a generation developing games out there. They got participation trophies for sitting at the back of the class eating crayons. And it shows. Blocking my speed at every turn. You got good power. I mean, the Viper in the turns. Get out of here, bro. So come back to reality, and you need to put that car back where it belongs, in the back of the pack. Oh, can we get first? Oh, can we get first? I don't know. We're about to find out. Here we go. It's a Supra, the 992. There's no telling what car's meta, what car's not right now. And it's an update. Oh, no. Can he send it? Yes! Let's go. Oh, and clean. I didn't have to punt the AI. Again, man, I don't know what was going on in the second lap. The first lap, the engine screamed. Then it seemed to slow down. My oil's changed. Or it was washed. I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting spoiled by ACC. And, Project Motor Racing today was pretty good. I didn't show up at the race, but I practiced with Matt all morning. It felt really good. But yeah, I guess I'm going to slow down getting used to anything and getting used to any change, I guess you got to take the bad with the good. Seems to be something I'm seeing a lot lately. But, I don't know. I think I need to retry this later and use their auto settings and see how that feels. I may wait like maybe a few weeks until other people start saying what's good for the wheelbase settings in this game now. It didn't feel as good as it did previous to update. I do feel the tires loading, but I feel like whatever they did with the full force is muddying out curb feel. Yeah, that the physics does seem a little better, but just kind of slow. real muddy feel before I could really feel the slip angle on the tire with this wheel. And I had no desire to even look for it since the update, so that's awkward. Um, Especially considering they bragged about their tire model having 660 per millisecond, 60 tire slip angle calculations per second. Um, and I don't think that's there right now. I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm not a dev. Um, but yeah, I'm Struggle. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you if you're still here. I'll be doing streams regularly throughout the week, usually on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays. I don't know. I'll put up a schedule once I get there. But I race with Matt Selling's Community Racings generally. So if you follow him and you get involved with what he's doing, we'll get on the track and we'll go head to head. Or if not, you can just watch and enjoy it. Other than that, it's time for the day to get started over here. It is just now 5:08 a.m. So I'm gonna have a cup of coffee and I'm gonna kick back and maybe get into some more racing here on the channel later. Um, Thank you for watching. If you're here and you haven't already, please smash that like button and subscribe if you like what you see. Um, Again, today was just testing out the update for the full force on the 8 Newton meter. Um, and for the physics in GT. And let's not forget that we are now racing on this beautiful Formula V3 rim. And, so it's getting used to this. I had the DD Pro rim before, and now we're getting up to speed. Made a lot of changes to give quality to the rig to help pull up my time and make this more what it needs to be. Um, because I made a mistake buying the G29. I shouldn't have. It's still expensive. It did do what I needed, and within the same year, I had to upgrade to get where I wanted to go. Now, everybody, if you're out there on a G29 and you're struggling, like, oh, it's a skill problem, it could be a skill problem, but it's most likely the G29. G29, great learning point. But Fanatic's where it's at, as far as I'm concerned. It did take 6 weeks to get the wheel. I do love the wheel. I do love the rim. It may not show in my driving here today, but the physics is a little different. It's going to take time to adjust. But ACC, this is just mint. Everything lights up for it. It gives me the flag warnings. It gives me ABS warning lights. It gives me TCS warning lights when I'm using it. It lets me know when I'm on checkered. It lets me know when we're on white. It lets me know if it's a green flag, blue flag. It lets somebody pass. All the information I need is here. The UI isn't working with my DD Pro in Project Motor Racing. I don't know if that's a bug. I know that for this wheel, it works for other people with the CSL Plus and the CSL, the 15 Newton meter wheel. That the UI is working in Project Motor Racing. It does load into it like it wants to use it. It loads up in that game, and I've got a UI that's telling me lap times and how far the guy in front of me is, how far the guy behind me is, what my current lap time is. The wheel tells a lot of information. I didn't expect it to work on PS5. I expected to have to wait till I made a jump to PC for it to work. But if they get that fixed for Project Motor Racing, I'd be happy. And I would actually be really happy to see the UI work in Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo DD Extreme Wheel has the same UI as this one. And it's been out for how long? And they still have not let it work. I mean, that's a Gran Turismo wheel. Just because Fanatic makes the wheel, I think it's not so much of Sony's responsibility, but has that GT logo right on it. You need to answer the call and step it up like you did with the full force here and let you guys work. There's no update. I can't map my buttons properly in GT7 with this wheel because how they have the mapping set up in it. That's a little disappointing because I would prefer to do that. And instead, there's just the podium wheel with the podium clutch pack on the back. It doesn't want to let me map my thumb rotary or the bottom ones down here. Um, so I've got a lot of buttons I can't use in GT7, and it makes it a little difficult difficult to navigate the UI. The other wheel with pushing buttons down was better. But I don't play much GT7s. Just started playing with that, buddy. All right, that's it for me. I'm off. You have a good rest of your day. Thank you for watching. I'm Struggle. Struggle with me again sometime.